Today, I'm going to make a spicy mushroom kalguksu. This is a vegan noodle dish that does already exist in Korea, but I decided to take a few different steps. First thing to make is the broth. I'm cutting up some spring onion, some shiitake mushrooms, and crushing some garlic cloves. Throwing that into a pot with water, some kombu, soy sauce, and mirin. Let that boil for 15-20 minutes, and salt and pepper to taste. While that's cooking, I'm prepping enoki mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, and a chili pepper. I'm cutting the bases off the mushrooms and splitting them up, and then cutting the chili into thin slices. Once it's done, I'm straining the broth, then picking out the shiitake mushroom bits and adding them to my mushroom pile. I'm sauteing the mushrooms and the chili with some sesame oil and then setting it aside. To a smaller pot, I'm adding a portion of broth with a teaspoon of gochugaru and gochujang, and using a whisk to mix. I'm using ready-made kalguksu noodles, and I like to dust off as much of the flour as possible, then cook it in the broth, as the residual flour adds a thickness to the soup that I personally really like. Cook the noodles in the broth, then top with the sauteed mushrooms, some fresh spring onions, and a sprinkling of sesame seeds.